keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BG. Somebody.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.
Good morning, it's all on Kevin. But good morning. Good morning, y'all. Pull up, y'all wake up. Oh no, that's my fault. Good morning.
What's good, peoples?
Who you talking to?
Yeah, I seen a rainbow yesterday.
Oh my!
You talking to the audience or us?
Everybody, just everybody.
Oh.
Feeling good, feeling great. High and feeling fly.
I'm drinking water, but we don't support the advertising.
Right. Yo, that water is good though.
Yeah.
But I only buy it when it's on sale.
What's the nastiest water you ever had?
The nastiest water is the water you get from Office Max or Office Depot. The Glacier Bay. They be selling them for like $2 a pack.
Nastiest water?
Nastiest water you ever had?
The water that's at my college. My dad got the
Tap
nastiest
water.
water.
Oh no! I disagree. That hint of copper, metal, and rust. that blend.
That corrosion.
I drink it, but like, this is not good for me. But the
Like,
worst
it's
water
the-
I tasted was water that came from Lenovo. It's like Lenovo's bottled water, and I don't know who they went through, what they got going on, but it was disgusting. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I said, y'all pizza busting. This water ain't it. And don't do this ever again. Ever again. Because it's wild.
Yeah. I like, because, you know, I fill up my water bottle. I try to drink at least 34 ounces while I'm at school. Ran out of water. I'm going to go to Madai Fountain. The nastiest water. I'm like, my professor was like, didn't you just, I'm just sitting there in the water fountain pouring it out. Nope. No, my coworkers trying to play. That's because you got bougie taste buds. I said no. That tastes like death. I said their filtering system has no longer filtered.
Especially if we get close to the wintertime, that tap water, man.
I'm not a tapper.
That's what they say. See, I was some Kool-Aid. Because my question is, I'm not knocking nobody.
I use hot water. It killed the germs.
They kill the germ. People, no, and some people do, and I've done it now. I've made Kool-Aid with spring water, but most folks use that tap water to make that Kool-Aid, that country time. So that same metal hint with the flavor just hit different.
With cherry
flavor, but definitely.
The last time I made Kool-Aid, I used Poland spring water.
Yeah, and Poland. but then for me, Poland spring water is still try. Y'all understand that the water that comes from these springs, there's a bear in there eating salmon with blood gushing. Like there's animals and there's things in there.
For real.
In this, and I'm not talking about different things that come out of like stuff that's not the stream. You know, it'd be the volcanic, the mountain. Those are different.
Rocks.
Yeah, those is different than having a. This is a stream. This is water running.
Right.
Poland Springs is a stream of water running with animals desiccating in the water.
Desiccating.
You know.
But I only drink Poland Spring like legit when I'm out of all the rest of the good water.
Yeah.
Like
Poland is good.
Or if you know the stampage is low and I need a 32 pack. It's like
listen,
okay.
no, I ain't got no beef because my thing about the water is they liars. They liars. Oh, this is good for you, but then it's not. Okay. Oh, it's just good. Now it's salty. Oh, okay.
No
You know,
fact.
oh, drink
Much salt.
too much salt. Now the water is salty. Get out of here. Why you? Dark man.
Didn't he say he wasn't coming? Okay. Sorry, we just Righty.
Good morning. Good morning. It's just what it is today.
Sorry, because we are careful. we don't play those games.
Listen.
Who pulling up?
Hi. Meet me at the
Black man, that was a terrible door entry. What? We go with it in minutes, 20 seconds. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. When you pull up, say what's up. Make sure you guys tap into the app. Also, follow us on YouTube as well, and on Facebook if you haven't, because money.
I remember what everybody used to say that this was gonna be their marriage song. I'm gonna get married to this song. Nah.
We gonna really do a 90 songs, a 90. I'm
You
at
know it says
segments all the
DMP
time.
speaks
Huh?
in the corner, right?
What is that?
It says
Oh,
DMP
change the,
speaks in the corner.
the banner.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, wait. Okay, it's Monday, y'all.
it's Monday. It is what it is. We can't be amazing and perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do what you was getting ready to do. Does it take over? Okay, typer.
That's the prettiest life.
All right, 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? What's going on? I pray all is well with y'all this morning. We're rocking out here this morning. My homegirl Jay Shree is in the building,
In the building.
as well as Kevin Ayers in the room. He's just adjusting a situation. See, bam, just
There
like
we
that.
go.
Okay, bam, just like that.
We make changes in here.
Yo, what up, what up, what up?
Facts. What's happening? What's happening? Listen, I was going down this morning, man. It is Happy Indigenous Day. We don't claim,
Celebrate people who
Listen.
steal.
We don't like dealers.
except if it's grapes before you want to buy them.
Yes. I mean, if you're not human if you don't drink grapes before you buy it.
so,
I'm not human.
Oh, well.
I just, you know what?
She's from Mars, people.
No, I got faith. I got faith that when I buy these grapes, they're gonna be
oh
delicious.
no, not at all.
And I haven't had non-delicious grapes yet.
No, because listen,
That crispy
I'm not. I
crunchy.
went to this one location, and them joints when you bite into them, like
Yes.
not
Like biting into an
not-
apple.
that joint. Yes, God, this is what I'm
I
talking
want to
about.
try the cotton candy.
You
joint.
just
No,
all you
don't. It's
gotta do is
pointless.
walk by
Is
and
what?
pick one up.
It's pointless.
Is that so? Is that stealing? Like, is that against God's will for your life?
Bruh. Keep a knocking,
get
but you
locked up?
can't come in.
Oh, did you get locked out? You
Yeah.
might have. All right, y'all. It's
We
going
gotta-
down.
It's going
we
down,
gotta-
y'all.
See, y'all gonna see it by the come to this one.
What up, Derica?
What? Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in.
We're not afraid of the gas people because we pay bills around here. Okay.
Right. That part.
Good morning, Derica.
But yeah,
Good
so
morning.
you stealing grapes or no?
I don't steal grapes.
I'm not a huge grape fan,
Well, you know what? Let's.
but
I'm
I have.
confess. Who I've gone. Listen, I used to go by the bulk section, and
They say we can't click on comments. We'll just see it here. It's fine.
no, you won't see it there. You have to go on. You're gonna have to go to that page and see them, or put that comments back on.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. It honestly, it started because of something that I heard in church at one point,
Yeah.
and it was just like, how can you say you honor God but you out here stealing? And I was like, who's stealing? It was like, when you stealing grapes because you ain't buy, you eat from the pack and you ain't buying them. And when I tell you, it was just like,
No. You said even the back. See, I mean, no, I've gone to the pack and said, let me quality control these real quick. Oh, these is busting. I know when I want to get them, I can buy them.
Facts.
But cotton candy grapes, to me personally, disgusting.
really?
Said don't steal grapes because of COVID. Wash them.
Okay.
COVID ain't new. It ain't new. It just got
Pop
to
a
us.
pill to get rid of that.
You know, yeah. No. Like right now, pop a pill, real quick. I hear you talking. It makes sense.
Right.
But legit, like there's
Mm.
2 new strands out now. And like that's the crazy. This is the crazy part of it. There's 2 new strands of COVID that came out, but only those who are 50 and older can get the vaccine.
It's called population control.
Right.
I'm like, yo,
And because by this time y'all can fight, y'all young and vibrant, y'all got energy, y'all not the most diseased and most
Facts.
I mean y'all got fighting power now, baby. Okay, you got COVID in the game. That's right. You got COVID in the game. Listen, it's going down this morning. We rock it out, man. Good morning. I hope all is well. But we get ready to prepare. He said lick him and put him back.
People lick 'em and put
like
'em
they
back.
did the
Like,
ice cream.
like what if? Like, okay, what if? Nobody's licking a grape. Pop.
I don't
and
put
number
nothing past
and number
anybody.
two,
No,
number
they
two,
won't.
After
you
that-
don't.
after
Number
they was
two,
licking the tops of them ice cream.
no.
I don't
Number
trust
two, number two.
nobody.
You don't pick. You pick from the vine.
Yes,
you don't
that's a
just-
fact. You
You
don't,
don't pick loose grapes. You don't. That
Big thief grape stealing technique. Do not
No.
steal loose grapes.
not still
Make sure
loose
they're on the
grape
vine.
on the vine, and it gotta have ash on it. If it
They
don't
gotta be
have
a little white.
it don't have that spray of pesticide on
yeah,
it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
they put wax.
wax on that. If it ain't got that on it, don't you?
Facts.
That's too
Stealing
translucent.
great theology.
I'm just
Yes.
saying, it's just what it is.
The right way. Stealing grapes.
I used
the
to
right
listen. I'm saved now, but I used to, the bulk section before they locked it up.
The candy.
The candy?
What?
The
I
candy.
see. That's what I think. That's what you're getting at. Because a lot of old folks and put back in the
Oh.
day, I've heard so many stories of like caretakers and old people
Mhm.
taking their old people to shop
Yeah,
and they put them
yeah.
back.
And yeah, why you don't get young candy? You don't get old people candy. Don't get the diabetic, sugar free.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I used to come up financially with my before school, high school.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
tops right there before I had to go. I would go in there, load up, gummy bears, gummy worms, sour,
Oh, yeah.
boom, bomb, this, boom. Okay, steal it. Go buy me a pack of gum. Okay, pack of gum. Going right through the line. No, not going in and looking at nothing. But I would get to Spanish class. Yo quiero, I got it. Okay, it's just like
Yo.
what you.
I was
10
stealing
cent,
M&Ms.
10 cent, 25 cent, 35 drop.
Yo,
drop.
for real.
a
Stealing
dollar.
M&Ms, hard body, just go in there.
we-
Handful of M&Ms.
Just like no, because I had like the little baggie, so it was just
Oh,
like
Yeah, we're not promoting stealing on the station. We
Not
are
at
just letting
all.
you know
we're
what the
just telling you where
experiences.
God
We've
brought
been
us
to place.
from.
We've been to a place.
got-
Listen, it's going down this morning. We get back. We'll get into Big Girl Chronicles right here on Fire 716.
Yo.
Big Frank.
Derek
in the
said,
morning.
Stop stealing. We don't steal now.
Now we don't steal. Okay, now we
Yeah,
don't steal.
back in the day, every Christian got a story. That's all he's saying. We wasn't paying full price. Now she said, "I'm delivered."
Yo.
Good morning.
Now
I
I'm
need some drops. Nothing drops from you. What I need from you? I need some DJ content. Papa Trini on Fire 716 Radio. Just saying.
Oh.
You ain't even got to be live. You can just send me pre-recorded content.
She said, "I'm delivered."
I'm delivered. Listen, I don't steal like I used to. It used to be a rummager. Y'all don't want to. Y'all don't. It's Monday. I used to be a rummager, going through people's stuff. Easy. Good morning.
I used to go. Derek used to have all the snacks. Girl Scout cookie. What? Samoas? Ask me why I love them so much. Because I used to steal them. Derek would have them. She thought she hid them.
Oh, it's nothing like somebody trying to hide something and you find.
Hey, come home and them joints is gone.
Listen,
Yo,
Good morning.
took the empty box and tucked it behind the
Tucked it behind-
chair.
Oh,
It's-
I remember my mom said hide something. Wow. She put something. It was some food she put in the pots and pans in the back. I said, I'm trying to hide.
Yo,
Gone. Okay. Then the mom just real quick and just take that smoke.
my dad didn't want sweets in the house. so
Yeah.
he bought sweets and hid them because he was like, "I don't want no chunky kids." All of us were chunky. from the top to the bottom. Him, my brother, and me. But he would buy this lady, and I don't know if she still makes cakes, but this lady used to be called the cake lady.
Yeah.
and her name was Delcine, and she made this something called a fudge pistachio cake.
Mm.
And my dad, he would buy it, that
Mhm.
first day, let us get a couple of slices, and then hide that bad boy, because he knew we was gonna murk this cake
Mm.
every time. I found it every time.
That's
Donuts, Intimins. That's how.
Parents,
That's
they
how
don't
I
really know how to hide.
no.
crazy. You can't come over my house. I'll be there. That's what I used to do. Things I used to do, I
Right.
don't do no more.
Because like
'Cause
my
I
dad,
don't-
be
I
like,
don't wanna
how
know.
in the world did she find? Because like that's how I found Intimins for the first time. Intimate donuts.
Mhm.
'Cause my
Number
dad-
one, I'm special because I thought you meant intimate. Like this is the first time I saw intimate apparel, like intimate.
No, like Intimins donuts.
Yo.
First time I ever, because
Whoa.
he hid some Intimins donuts, and I found them, murked the fool out them donuts.
Yo.
So he tried to
Who-
start.
who- I never had intimate though. My mom
Yes, you have.
Yes, you
Coffee
have.
cakes. They got the coffee cake. You see them. They got the little island at the grocery store.
They at 7-Eleven. They got
The
a whole
white with the
section.
blue writing with the window on the joint.
With the window open.
Yo.
Oh, give me a hot second. I'm running to Google.
Intimins.
I-N.
Don't-
No, E-N.
Yeah.
T-I-M-E-N.
As a bigger chronicles, we look it up. It's coming up. Intimates,
Yes.
not intimates. Jay Cherie, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles. Journey to Freedom. It's a movement.
Yeah.
So let me talk about getting things from an unlikely source. So yesterday we had a interesting swap of preaching.
Oh yeah.
I was prepared for one service, ended up preaching a different one.
Did she not
but
preach?
but even with that, there was somebody that came to me afterwards, said, I love the word that I grabbed my hand and began to prophesy. And all the words were correct. Every single one of them. Not a nan thing off. But how often do we judge a package from, this person can't speak into my life based on what you see, but that's actually
Yeah.
the source that you can get what you needed to hear from.
Yeah.
Now, some stuff was a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Telling me I'm gonna do a revival, a little uncomfortable when you're in school right now. But it was the fact that it was an unlikely source, and oftentimes we will disregard God, and we'll disregard the move of God, or we'll disregard something that we think isn't God because it doesn't look like how we feel that God should package
You
it.
better talk.
But in reality, God is just speaking in another one of his infinite ways, and you're just disregarding it because you feel like this couldn't possibly be the source that I'm getting it from. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I want to admonish you to stop putting God in a box and understanding that you can get exactly what you need from the unlikely source. Now, this is not always just a spiritual thing, but it can also be in the natural. For what you think is supposed to be your husband or your wife, it can come in an unlikely way. It could come from a type of person that you thought to yourself you would probably never marry, or that you will never be with, or the person that's supposed to sow into the business you think is supposed to be a person of a certain race, but the unlikely source can be a random white man just wanting to sow into your business, wanting to sow into who you are. So I would say stop gauging the type of source and understand that the type of source could be from an unlikely one.
Listen, prophesy
Because
back
you're
right
beautiful,
Yeah.
you're intelligent,
Uh-huh.
and you're graceful. And I just
Uh-huh.
want you to be free in this season.
No facts. I think revival for you is proper. They gotta do it. It's proper. Let the prophet prophesy. But no, I've been prophesied to in these streets by a crackhead. Like whole life ran through at hometown. Okay, if you're in Niagara Falls, you know. Hometown store on 19th, 17th in Windare one time in my sin. And she was like, "What you doing?" And she was like, "I know I'm out here cutting up and stuff, but God said," I said, "Dang, dang God, let
From the
me
mouth
be."
of the crackhead.
Right. Yo, that's real though.
God, let me be free. But valid,
Morning, Josh.
because God's not limited by our
Josh.
by our own perceptions. Like, I'm going to get to you, I get to you. But listen,
I mean, that was the longest hand holding of my life. But I was just like, You say what you need to say, sir.
Say what you need to say.
Like, and it
No
was
facts.
definitely it. That like I said, every word, like I said, the revival thing was like, bruh.
Because
I'm not gonna say I never. I'm just saying I'm trying to get through school. But like every other
Yeah.
word, I was like,
But
yeah, yeah.
but that makes sense. It makes sense. It makes
yeah.
you certain things you don't think about until somebody declares them over you.
Yeah.
And that's I think the power of being a prophet and prophecy is that I didn't expect it. But until you opened your mouth about it, I can see it.
Yeah.
Because I can see it 3-day free movement revival. I can see it. It's not challenging. I can see it. I was like, oh wow. But to put one on is a boldness that takes a step.
Yeah.
To be that now. You know, I ain't gonna roast you. I won't today. I'm gonna let you live. It's indigenous people
Live,
day.
live.
But it's like, but valid, man. God got a word for you. He get it to you. You know what I mean? He's going to
Yeah.
get it to you. Like, so I don't know what y'all playing for. Like, but listen, it's going down this morning. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie, Kev on there.
Yeah.
We rocking out. Y'all can't see him. Those who are watching on the app, thank you. Those who are watching on the app, those who are listening on the app, thank you. And those who are watching on my Facebook page, and you want to know who I'm talking to, Radio Fire 716.
We in the
to go
room.
to
We're
is to
in
get
the room.
a better view of the room. But
Yes.
it's going down this morning. Brother Rock out. Getting back to some music. We got Ja Rule coming up, as well as Benny Man right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Y'all don't hear these commercials either, but y'all could. Y'all will. Going forward.
But yeah, it was a little interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie. At one point, you ever hear a word and be talking to God, and be like, nah. He was like, oh no, you gonna murder lots of women, nah. Because I was like, when people say that, you mother the type of people that you were, and or you father the type of people that you were. And I was like, I don't see myself with a bunch of Jessicas because I'm a one of
That's
But-
not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. Ideally, you are relatable to the degree, so it makes sense. But there's some people who have to be groomed to a place that you've been or that you are that come from a different outline. Because the first person I thought about was Carl.
Yeah.
Me and Carl necessarily aren't similar. But there were some factors that definitely he had to get to a place.
Right.
But for sure. But yeah, they be like that. they be like that. But it makes sense. I don't understand. But it makes sense because how can you have a movement?
Do it with love.
Yeah, but
Show
but,
with love.
but how can you have a movement without developing?
Facts.
Who as you develop,
Absolutely.
who you think they're gonna call? You now become the spiritual advisor. You now become the life source. Now
Facts.
you become the hand. So he just opened up the realities of your life. Like for real, like
Reveal.
no facts because what you represent as the movement, the freedom movement, and all that. What you thought?
No, it's not like you know what. It's because I know. Okay, I've had my share of mothers. Some good, some interesting. But I also understand the importance of cultivating and having the time to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just because I've seen people, oh, that's my spiritual. They got 17 spiritual daughters. Don't spend no time, don't cultivate nothing. It's just they collect kids.
Right, but
And I'm not that type of person. For me, it has to be, I need to be able to spend time with you, impart in you things of that
because
nature. Like,
motherhood ain't on you. You think that you claiming the daughter. Once the daughter claims you, mother, you are.
That part.
Because you think, oh, there's people claim the kids that ain't their kid. Whether there's people claim mother's not their mother.
Right.
But once there's been an agreement where somebody, oh, this is my spiritual mom, there is no precursor to an announcement to you. Sometimes you're like, oh,
Oh, really?
That's how I see you as. So as you begin to minister and
but
deliver,
you don't always mother.
I'm telling
you don't always mother people that claim you.
I've
had spiritual fathers. They go, oh, that's my spiritual dad.
No,
Like,
right. No, but what I'm saying is, but key word that I said, the agreement.
Right.
Because of the fact that this is how I see you. This is the role you play in your life. You may not get a precursor of, oh, God told me to give you my daughter. No, matter of fact, this is the role you play for me. whether you accept the role or not, that's on you. But this is the role you play for me. The void that I have, I put you in this position in my life that I look at you as a spiritual father.
Right.
I do. That's just the role that was empty for me. That's what you are.
Yeah.
That's what Papa Uncle Frank. Okay, that's just what it is. And I think that how do you expect to execute God's assignment and you not gather children?
That part.
Because you have no idea. I'm not trying. I'm not. It's not my day to run your life. But you are the movement. You are the change agent, and they're gonna follow. They're about to follow you. Hey Jesus. Hey Lord. Hey Lord. You know, and what's gonna happen is they're going to grow and mature, and that's gonna be because of the words that came from a woman who this is not quite my sister, but this is quite my mother.
Right.
Because you have developed me spiritually based off of your passion and your love for freedom. So like I told you, he just opened up I think a perspective to you, and that's when we talked about Sunday just dying to what yesterday was. Like
right.
I know yesterday I ain't got to be nobody mom. I never forget I was in the basement and I cried to God. I said, Lord Jesus, I'm a what? To who? I called my mentor. I just had this vision and dream, and God just said to me that I'm supposed to father.
Yep.
I said, "Oh, me?" I said, "Where my daddy? where my father? Okay,
Yep.
where my help at? Okay, I'm in the basement of my mother's house. I'm not doing good, So listen, but I did my portion in my part. Good morning. Chit chatters, my Chit Chat TV. Good morning, Nick. How are you? But that's just crazy. That's crazy. Where we going next? Because I be forget. I need to get my clock sheet. Do you got confessions over there? You got some fire? Man, I want to confess somebody else's fire, but that might be messy.
Do that. Paraphrase.
Pair. Okay, I say pair.
I don't know what that is.
I don't want to be messy. Listen. This is not a station to be messy, but this is a station to be honest.
That part.
Oh yeah.
Honesty just comes off.
Honesty
Yeah.
over
Were you lying? Because I'm gonna
honesty
get.
over modesty.
Do I want to be in trouble? I'm gonna be messy. I'm tired of people lying on God. I'm just over people lying on God. Don't lie on God,
nigga.
Don't tell. All I'm gonna say.
Oh, I know this.
Don't tell me God said. And we people surrender to the fact that you said, God said, but you go elsewhere and do what you said God said you couldn't be doing right now. Get out of here. Don't lie on God. Not even lying on me, okay? Don't lie on God. You just lie. Oh, God told me, man, blood, please. Messy. No, I'm gonna let that go.
It's not messy.
That's valid because people.
That's real.
It's real. Like
I got.
Are they in leadership?
They run the world, girls. Nick, good morning. Good morning. They are leading their lives in victory. I'm not gonna be messy today, guys. I'm tempted, but we'll talk about not lying on God. That's the topic.
Yeah, that's the topic. Dear Big Frank, I have lied on the Lord.
Listen, if you got a confession or something you want to write, feel free to drop it in the chat. Or if you inbox me, you can. One of these 6 channels, okay? Because we're on 3 different situations.
Right.
But yeah, we just can't.
Yeah.
Just reckless. But like I told you yesterday, I'm happy to see that a certain individual is still alive.
Facts.
I'm like, oh, he's still in the land of living, and we thank God.
Facts. Dang, I ain't got no story that I don't want to be messy because I don't want to be screen recorded and sent.
Yo, they do it though.
No fact. Oh, you was. I don't want to be because I can't be.
Good morning,
y'all. Good morning.
Did y'all see Big Frank in the morning?
Did y'all watch it? Talking mess.
There's a way.
There's a way, but I think it might be too fresh. It might be too fresh. Party 716, your boy Big Frank. You locked in Big Frank in the morning. It's going down. Big Frank, Jay Sheree, Kev on air.
Yeah.
It's definitely going down. It's definitely lit. You got some audio or no? You got nothing. You just got one joint. You got it. Better know. Better know.
Yeah.
Good. Look, I had to do some audio adjustments. Listen, it's supposed to be fiery confessions, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be my own confession today.
Okay.
Okay. So now I serve and I trust God. And I believe that, I just have a great heart of servitude.
Right.
But I feel like, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't.
Okay, you start
Others, like as a servant, I serve. So I love my leaders. I love what I do. How do you handle when you feel like other people are violating your leadership and putting God on it? Because I feel like the conversations are God said,
Mm-hmm.
and when you put God said on the thing, I'm not gonna combat the fact
Right.
that you said God said.
Yeah.
I might have some questions or some reserves about it, but I'm going to accept the fact that you said God said.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then you do the very opposite elsewhere than what God said. I'm confused. I'm perplexed.
They are confused.
God is not schizophrenic.
God is not a schizo.
God is not schizophrenic. Just my thing is this. Be honest.
Be honest.
I'm sick of doing this.
Yeah.
I just want to take a break, but I feel like I'm not gonna get one if I say that I just want one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna slap
Yeah.
God on it.
I'm gonna slap. Yeah, and then
That's what it sounds like to me.
and then I said this in Bible study too. Like, don't get tired of doing God's will because you're really exhausted from doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like you mad
Yo.
because I can't make it to church or I can't do this because I'm tired. But you're doing
But
everything.
you got
Doing everything else outside to the point that you're just making God. You're just putting God on the back burner.
Right.
It is not God's fault that you're exhausted and that you're tired. It's the fact that you haven't surrendered to the instruction.
That part.
Like, you've exhausted yourself trying to work it out your own way, your own
Yeah.
method, your own thing. Now you're tired. Now you're exhausted. Now you want to come to church. The folks kill me.
But you know what? Just talking to a few
That's
of
crazy.
my leader friends in
Yeah.
different states.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like, because this is all over. And I was having this conversation with a friend yesterday. Like, even talking to one of my peoples out of state, and she's in a higher place of leadership, and the people that she's connected to. This has become like a church epidemic.
Yeah.
Where, like, as somebody who sits in a different place now, my thing, and I said this to the person out of town, I said, you know what, I would rather you just come to me and be like, I don't want to do this no more, and walk away, than to drag it.
Because you know why? They don't want that smoke.
Facts.
Because when you walk up here and you tell me as a leader that you don't want to do this no more, granted. But then it's my responsibility to give you the check that comes with that, give you that smoke. Because what you're saying, Frank, like, if you come to me like, I don't want to do this no more, I'm gonna ask you your why factor. Why? Okay, cool. So is that God's fault or your fault? Because it's not about you just being the part of the church or being a part of us. It's about your commitment to God. What commitment you made to Him. So if you said you're a minister, you're preaching, God called you to preach, and you realize that the smoke that's required with that is challenging, why? And nobody wants, and that's the part of being accountable that we don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, no is a complete answer. It is. But when you say no, open the door to the smoke that comes with it.
Listen.
And my thing is, if it's your decision, just take the smoke. Just take the smoke.
Exactly.
Right.
And do what you said. But my thing is, people just shiesty and funny acting and fickle.
Because I remember telling Bishop, I remember having a conversation with Bishop, and I was bold enough to say, you know what? I'm going to sit myself down. I ain't doing this for a season. And Bishop was like, did God tell you to sit down?
Valid.
Did he?
And I was like, no, I'm not in the right posture or the right place. Because I knew where I was, like, mentally, and my attitude was terrible at the time. And I got roasted by my father. Like, it was to the point that he knew I was mad at him, and like for like the next 3 weeks, he's like, "Come hug me." I'm like, "Nah," because it was really like I was operating in my flesh, And I told my leader when I was a leader, I'm sitting down, and he's like, "What we ain't gonna do?" Like,
Right.
but I
It is
can't.
what
I
we
took the
not
smoke
gonna
with
do.
it. It was
Yeah.
like, did I get rebuked? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, I took the smoke because I was having an honest conversation with my leader.
Right.
And this is what I was, because I have friends in Maryland, I got friends in North Carolina, and I
Yeah.
got friends in Philadelphia, and they're all in leadership right now. And it's like every leader that I talk to is dealing with this very
Mhm.
matter. This is why I'm happy that we're talking about it this morning, because it's not just the Buffalo,
Yeah.
it's not just a personal situation. It's going on where people. This is the reason why leadership is head leadership, senior leadership is checking out, because it's just like, yo, I can't do nothing else. Like I can't. I have done everything I could to try to. I'm not doing this no more, and they will check out the call of God because they just like, I can't do this no more.
Yeah. And that comes because we talked about this guy in the Gethsemane situation on Sunday, is that there's transformations and transitions in this thing that requires more of you as you advance and go forward. And sometimes everybody's not willing to pay that cost, and everybody can't handle that smoke. That's why you got to be sure, count up the cost. Like,
But you say you don't want that smoke, but you out here being smoky. That's just you
out here rolling blunts.
You out here being real foggy.
Well, no
Yeah.
facts,
But you don't
facts.
want to smoke. I don't understand. Like,
Right. And that
either set the building on fire.
and my thing is, be honest, but just allowing God. I hate people that allowing God. I hate people that lie. I don't have hatred for y'all. Like, I just like y'all with a passion that is intense.
You just don't like the action.
The action
Yeah,
of
the action, not the person.
blaming God
Yeah.
for your current situation, when the reality is your inability or unwillingness to submit, surrender, and be honest and be obedient. Be obedient to what He's telling you to do. That was almost the whole situation with being exhausted all the time because you're not doing what I told you to do.
Yeah.
'Cause if you did what I told you to do and walk by faith and not by sight, you'll realize that I got people set up for you to give you what you need, and you can go to sleep.
Keep your peace.
Mm.
Ah,
Peacekeepers, okay? Like
that's a
like
real
what
thing.
are you doing that in your own mind, in your own will, trying to make something happen that God says I'm in control for real, but you won't let me take over.
Ah,
So you're exhausted fighting me.
Man.
That's why you tired. You fighting me. Because you
Fighting or losing?
I get it. You're sacrificing what you want to do. You're sacrificing some things that, oh yeah, I want to go to the club. Oh yeah, I want to party. Oh, I want to be out here. Oh, I want to do stuff. Oh, I want to twerk. Oh, I want to be upside down. I want to. I want to be. If you called it, you called it. If you didn't,
right.
great things. But you want to just do your thing, and I get it that it comes out of sacrifice. But there's a time and a place for everything. Like,
if you don't need to be in the club, no way. Like,
listen.
your knees and
No,
your back hurt.
Don't judge me. My friend Marvin, if you know Marvin, he's a voice a face you never seen before, but he's a real friend. He's not imaginary. And Marvin was getting honored at the Groove over the weekend, and he invited me to come out. Talk about geriatrics. When I tell you, I walked into the Groove, and I was like, well, I didn't know that they was having a B-Boys event. I was just going to support Marvin. I was just getting honored, something light. I said, oh, this is packed in here. I said, oh, this is the mother's corner and the deacon's soiree. This is, listen, this is players, pimps in old school. In old school.
Players ball.
No. And I said, what is these geriatric people in here? I said, they is dancing. I just saw deacons walking in. Everybody had on their little church outfits.
Word.
I said, this event here
funny.
That
is
so funny.
folks. Then one dude came in and looked like Rick James. I said, "Oh, you stuck in the time warp, doc. You got to come up, come out. You got to
Super
event.
freak.
No,
Super
exactly what
freak.
he looked at
Super
like.
freaky.
But it was bands and stuff, and it was good morning. And I was just like, man. But
that is funny. But no,
yeah.
I just had I'd be like, after a certain age, the club is just not attractive no more. That's just like, I mean, lounges are cool.
Mhm.
Like live music, bands, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
once
But
you don't know the music no more, that's not your location.
I don't know any of these new rappers. None of them.
You know, I try to be current as I can.
I know none. They was like, oh, this person, got shot. Who is that?
a few younger. I can listen to a few younger artists.
Yeah. I'm not like I try. I try to be tapped in. I just let it play and I let them do what they
tap out
do.
after a while, though. 'Cause it's
Because I thought originally I thought his name was PB and J. When they said PMB or something like that, I was like,
Oh,
"Who is PMB?
I never knew who he was
Who's
until he got
PB and
shot. I had
J?
no idea.
Like we out here
No,
making sandwiches? Like
He had no identification to me, and still doesn't until he died.
until he died. Yeah.
Didn't So that's crazy. I want my living to be worth something too as well. I'm not saying that his wasn't, but I just didn't. It didn't make it over here to Western New York in Frank's corner. Listen, it's going down this morning. We'll be back. Coming up, we got Ari Lennox with J. Cole. Also, we got Belle Biv DeVoe right here on right here on 5716 Big Frank in the morning. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know though any of these new artists.
Yo,
We're gonna have a live performance one day in this corner.
no, for real.
A dip, baby, your pillow. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What it is? What's up, team? How are you this morning? Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody in the boom mic, boom stand to be cohesive.
Oh, I just noticed that you got a different mic this morning.
Yes, because when I record now, I can just cut the mics off that I don't want to use. So like I didn't do it this morning. I should have opened up Studio One to record our audio.
Got you. Yeah,
So we'll be on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Get that going too. So
right.
Yeah, no, I was like, what? He got a regular mic. Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, it
Make love by a trash can.
How do you make that sound great? Like good? Like
She's a beast.
I told you she cussed so beautifully.
did you heard the song Pop?
I might have because
If I give you this, promise you gonna put a ring on it.
you told me that. I think I did. Yeah.
Fell in love with it.
Like
You have somebody just sing.
gracefully.
You sing so smooth.
yo.
You sing.
Oh, it's Fire 716, cuz. Yep. I put the link in I put the link in the
What?
video. It should be on
if
this
I
joint.
give you this, you gonna put a ring on it. I need that in writing.
If I pop this.
I need that in writing because people lie.
Yo,
I never
I
said
need
that.
that in writing.
This is notarized.
It's a legally binding
Notarized.
contract.
This is a legally binding contract. This is notarized.
Yo.
We will be in court.
No, facts.
He said it is notarized.
I need my ring.
I ain't marrying her. He just gonna pop up with a ring. Here. I ain't marrying you though.
Yo.
He like, I put a ring on it. Ring pop. I just specified which kind of ring it was. Ignorant. Just ignorant.
Good baby, your pillow. Baby. We should have a fiery song on Fridays.
Fiery song.
Something that we made up.
Something we made
Sir,
up.
your creation.
Fiery remix.
Sir, we already got to come up with a costume for this Friday.
Yes, we do. Let us not forget.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
I need you and your ideas one at a time.
I'm about to So I gotta make that a booth.
What? This?
Got to make it a. I just need lights. It ain't that serious. But I want the lights like to shine inside the corner,
Got you.
like the corner, and then hey y'all over there doing. I don't know what y'all gonna be doing. Pick y'all song. In the morning, you can do me. In the night, you can do me. Hey, come on. Let me have it. Download the app 5716 Radio.
What you say?
Get more music, more entertainment. There's a plug behind you under the sink.
Yeah. Gospel remixes of dirty songs.
Oh my lord.
It's a meeting in my closet.
Jesus.
Where we going next?
We are going into church.
Instead of peaches and cream, frankincense and myrrh.
Frankincense. I can feel the sense coming through for you. Jesus, know you smelt it. Spirit lifted it.
What?
Come on, let's do it. Revival this weekend.
Yo.
The church
So we about to
is
fiery remix.
waiting. Come in, come worship.
Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about our creative anymore. When we want it, we doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
Because
so
we definitely hit in the studio for the drunk girl.
Oh God.
Yes. Don't hang your head low. Because your head was held high when you made it up.
Because if we
I-
DJ, if we,
That was in sin.
Listen.
Sin give you a
if
different
I,
kind of
if I
bonus.
DJ is somewhere, this one's going up all the
Nigga.
Let's go.
Drunk girl. I don't know.
What is that, Big Frank? I don't know what was not like. What?
And that joint gonna hit. They gonna play that again. Get it on TikTok. All that.
The Swatch Watch.
Right.
You know how old this song is based on a Swatch Watch.
I don't know what that is.
That's the watch used to be see-through, so you can see everything inside the watch.
The mechanisms and stuff.
Yeah, it's
That's
called
what they
a
call
Swatch.
them?
It was a Swatch.
I gotta look this up. Cause those are I call them skeleton watches.
Like, oh, you got a Swatch. Because when I was a kid growing up, everybody wanted a Swatch.
See?
If you was not popular if you didn't have a Swatch watch. Obviously, I wasn't popular because my dad was not buying me a Swatch watch, so I just still. I made things
my
happen.
body all over me, baby.
Oh, okay. They got a bunch of these joints.
It's the fact that you hear humping the whole song.
Right here. If you remember me, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my.
You gotta hit him with that right
Yo.
hand Fred.
Yo.
And the joint was a banger. People was just like, I'm too sexy for this
Cause
song.
what's good?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
He
Good
Oh,
morning.
this
ended it
joint
by
sweet.
Uh-huh.
This joint sweet.
Oh yeah.
He said he ended the song by saying, I'm too sexy for this song. Mic drop. I'm too sexy for this song. Boom.
Yeah.
I don't understand why there was a whole bunch of pregnant teenagers.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good
'Cause
morning.
we
Good
were
morning. Good
listening
morning.
to this.
Benefits of being married. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, like to the Big Frank in the
What?
morning. It is what it
Huh?
is. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where this may find you in the world.
This is why y'all need to watch behind the scenes. Because Frank will say random stuff
And then hop on the air.
and then hop on air. And then we look stupid because we like, what? is
Come again,
going
say
on?
Because it's the benefits of being married that we are not limited or confined to time. We can do it in the in the morning and in the after.
You can walk outside of church, go to the car, and come back in like nothing ever happened.
Marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Sir, where are you? Sir.
Good morning, good morning.
Sir,
Listen,
That sounds like something I would do.
where are you, sir? It's been a
you know.
long time coming, but my marital status needs to change.
It's gone. It's gone. Listen, I don't know.
Oh, yes, it will.
Okay, listen. I
Careful
told
what you asked for,
They coming.
because when he come, you.
No, like I told you in the car, there was a slide in, and then he said something real stupid. Block.
I wouldn't know who and what.
The dude I called you about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Jerome.
Wow, just
Jerome.
put him out there, bruh. Like,
Jerome Clifford. That's not his name. Is that
sir, he watches the radio show.
That's his name? You not playing with my. It's not.
Nigga.
Yo, what you didn't you say that? They be telling and don't be and not on purpose.
Listen to me. Listen. I'm.
Yo,
That's not. That's.
telling
Is that his
telling
name for
on
real?
accident.
That's his name for real.
This is my last broadcast, y'all.
No,
I will
no.
see. This has been fun.
That's not his, for real. No, for real. Jay, that's his name for real. Yo,
Don't be. I'm gonna say this.
Let me double check.
no, please do.
Double
'cause-
check.
Yes,
Hold on,
please.
wait.
No, the first name. No, okay, it's not
Oh.
Jerome. Oh, it's not Jerome.
Oh,
God, I thank
I'm about
you.
to say because I cannot be that good of a prophet. I'm just out here prophesying by mistake. What?
No, it started with a J.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, got you.
that individual.
Oh, I lost my.
Zephaniah. Zachariah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Let me see.
Listen to me.
I'll show you on break, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna out nobody, but
I thought for a second because it started with a J.
J,
I was
no,
like,
valid.
bro.
I got questions. I got a lot of questions.
Yeah. Just,
I got a lot of
asking
listen. Where we at?
we are at the church.
Yo,
we are at
preachers, DMing. Yo, get out. Get out.
we are at the church.
I'm okay. I'm gonna say this, and just because that was a trigger for me, I'm over the men of God in the DMs of these women cutting up, married and all, selected and all, chosen and all,
Yo.
preaching and all. That's what I got for the church today. If I don't get a pastor, people don't know that I get these reports. Nobody does get these reports of somebody always sliding in the DM with they still using the term. Oh, God told me you the one.
No, luckily it wasn't one of those.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But the one you got at home was the one. What you mean? Now we got another?
Because you hit me
Yo,
with a guy told me
ridiculous.
he's the one that's an Insta block. that's a it's an Insta block. But no, yeah, that right
Okay,
there.
I just want y'all to know when we go on break behind the scenes, the mics come. I'm cutting the mics off because I got
Yeah.
I got to know.
But
yeah.
no, for the church,
But
we
yeah.
have Leandria Johnson
Yeah,
getting cut off in the middle of a performance, and so it was like a big to do. Why would you cut her off? She doing this. So our gossip source did his due diligence, and it found out that not only was she a little bit late, but she also went over her time on the set, and these people is about their time.
That's your fault.
So Leandra actually wasn't mad. The public was mad.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine.
she knew. Like, I probably should do this last song, but I'm gonna go do it.
Just so you know, we're
Yeah.
gonna cut you short.
Yeah, it's like going in like and being like imagine her going ham, Fantasia ham, like
Click.
and I hear is
So
and then everybody like, her mic,
her mic, they turned her mic. It's like when the deacon flashes the lights, it's time to go. So, but no, like Leandria wasn't even upset about it. She was aware that she was late. Like she did not hit the internet. The internet hit the internet.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
she was ministering and you can't cut God short.
Shut up.
God is an on time God.
He is.
So
he does things in decency.
you need to be on
So
time.
that's like people that say stuff like that. Shut up. Like that's like, oh, she ministering, but you can't get the next minister word because there's somebody else after. So there's another word to release.
People got things to do.
You're interfering with the words, okay?
And it was multiple artists.
Yeah.
So you act like these other artists ain't got engagement. So yeah,
Ridiculous
that
people,
happened
man.
with Leandria Johnson. And then Pastor Gray and his wife.
Okay, yeah.
You know, Jesus saved your life, sir. So they're doing a season 2 of the podcast. And in this podcast, they're going to be talking about the stuff that happened in their marriage recently, in quotes. The 48-second clip, he talks about, well, you know, we got there's a lot of healing we got to do. And she's like, yeah, we got to heal. and there's a lot of things that we got to do. She was like, yes, and there's conversation that need to be had. And he was like, I will admit there's some conversations I shouldn't have been having that hurt you, but there was no physical. She's like, no, there's no physical. Sir, you're lying. Let me explain to you why you're lying. Because the last person that you physically smashed, not internet smash, physically smashed, you promised money to, and when you did not pull up with the funds, she reached out to your wife and told you y'all physically smashed. If you are gonna do this segment, be honest.
Be open.
Like
Who-
you
who's
were
the-
you
who's
were
the
on
thing
your
that she not
death.
lying?
She has receipts.
No, you ain't no sex receipt.
Ain't no
Ain't no sex receipt unless it's a hotel
Unless
room.
it's a rape kit.
Unless
I mean,
And we're canceled. We're canceled.
but you know,
that's
not,
real, bruh.
no in fact. I'm not knocking that they got to do better as far as ministers and preachers.
No,
and-
for real.
And John Gray as a whole, because you shouldn't have rounds and rounds of cheating.
Right. Like, and it's the
I'm-
fact that you just came off your deathbed, dude. Like, literally, you almost died.
that-
Be honest, living your truth.
That's to make you want to get right. Yeah,
Not really. I mean, he ain't doing right though.
But he
He
not doing.
lying.
If you're gonna have this conversation, have it.
But you said earlier that he said this round, so that means like the last round, and depending on when we find out the rounds are, what round we talking about? Okay, yeah, probably like Frank, you always trying to make a way,
You really
This
do.
last situation that happened,
right?
we about to clear the air on
'Cause
it.
the-
Right, but it's
so-
the last situation, the situation that we found out. We mind you that there is
There's stuff we do know and
There's-
stuff we don't
right.
know. That
There's
part.
I go here all the time. There's a timeline that we see as media
Facts.
that you just found out about 2 rounds, the second, third round.
And we 6 months in.
We 6 months in. I got a round. We have, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
we're not talking about the same round.
Right.
You in
Okay.
round 2, I'm in round 6. You have no
But
idea.
there shouldn't be this many rounds,
no, I'm
bruh.
saying
That part.
It shouldn't be.
Round and round and round the world. Like,
Yo,
dude,
it
you have
should
had
be.
round we go.
you've had 15 rounds. Like,
Yo.
it's and you
What if
know,
she cheated? And he just protects her.
huh?
Nothing.
That's real. What if
he exposes that? What not even exposes? What if there's been this situation
infidelity on her
on
part?
her part in a similar fashion, but he protects her
Right.
and doesn't expose?
Oh man.
I would like to
Which is why
believe-
she's treating it
He
how
like
she's
just
treating it.
because
Oh man.
I've been here.
Oh
But
man.
I would like to believe that if the girls wasn't exposing the
That's some real.
conversations in text message,
I'm
and
not. I'm
inboxes.
not. I'm not knocking the. I'm
Not
not
at
knocking
all.
him in his decision. I'm not knocking
Nope.
that he didn't do it. I'm just saying.
What if
What if this played out that it was her first?
Yeah.
She got caught. There's because in the separation of me not being connected as a couple, we both engaged in external conversations
right.
that led to a play. Now I covered you with yours. They're not getting out. They don't care. We moving on.
Right.
But the women didn't do the same. But I'm just creating a scenario. I'm not saying
No,
that this
for
is
sure.
the case. I'm not saying that this is the case at all. But and that's why she has as much grace because I was here. And I say that because I've been with marriages where there's been a disconnect, and one party has entertained
Yeah.
online chat room situation, and the other person has entertained the public eye. But now, though, there isn't his mess is a little bit more messy. He wasn't as clean.
Yeah.
But now they're trying to repair their marriage and those things, but they both committed the same infraction.
Facts.
Not necessarily physical,
Yeah.
but just emotionally attached elsewhere.
Right.
So, but now one side is more aggressive about the fact, oh, you was out here, nah. And the other side doesn't necessarily beat him with that same vocabulary word, even though it was there. So that was just something to think about, just something random. But John Gray need to go. He need to get together for real, because we can't keep trying to
Keep
contest.
having this cycle.
Right, especially because the
But
world and the
it's process.
intercessors and everybody else was praying for you to come out of this.
No, now you'll be in trouble. Because deliverance is a process until you in leadership. Deliverance is a process until you are before the people and you have a weight
But you
and
have
a
to want it.
responsibility.
That's the
You
difference.
definitely gotta have to want it.
You gotta want
But
it.
at the
Deliverance
same
can be a
time-
process, but you gotta want
But
it.
no, just because you wanted to meet, no, because let's talk human nature. Let's not talk money. Let's not talk. I'm the preacher. Let's talk human nature.
I gotta
Because
get this
Peter-
out.
I find myself doing the very thing I don't want to do. The very thing I don't want to do, God, I keep finding myself in it repeatedly. But I don't want to do it, but I keep finding myself in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out. Paul, take this from me. But it keeps showing up. Not saying that infidelity is necessarily that or tapping out or fighting the same thing is okay or valid, but how much grace do we have
Yeah.
for the leaders that falls? Consistent. That's crazy. Get out of there. You ain't gonna
That's
finish roasting the
crazy.
preachers in DMs. Nigga, you got to stop. You got to cut it out. Because I can't wait to put the mic off. I got questions. Y'all don't know who we're talking about, but I got questions. I guess
Lots of questions.
I'll make y'all privy to the comments that I have.
Yeah.
But listen, I think that John Gray has to get itself together. I think that lying is not the way. So if there is been physical infractions, don't lie and say that there hasn't been.
Yeah.
Oral touching.
He gonna keep doing it until she's tired and leaves.
No, not the case. I won't say that.
No, you gotta you everybody want these are challenges, and this is what it is, and especially if she is. Well, y'all not gonna like me for this statement, but I can care less. She's a strong woman, and she has her things going on. He's a strong man. He has his things going on, and there's been neglect in the king.
Yep.
So what you are around more often and consistently opens up a door of conversation. Things that are missing. Be careful who you talk to, even as a husband and as a wife in general. Like, I don't think he's going, oh, let me go pull this one. She a baddie. Let me go take her down. No,
Fact.
It's a conversation, just being open and transparent.
Right.
Listen to me. I'm going to say again, transparency is not a requirement for the kingdom.
But yet we out here spilling the beans, setting ourselves
It's
up.
not a requirement. I get where is it important and it helps, but it is not mandatory.
Facts.
Because when you get around people and you call yourself being transparent, you expose yourself to them about some information and some things about that, and sometimes that can cause a connection. Oh wow, I didn't know it was like that. Now they feel like it's more intimate. Now we just talking. And I'm talking some more. I'm talking to regular. Oh, now you done text me. Now we texting. Oh, now we caught up. Now we are in this emotional triangle.
Yeah.
Because we both in our bag. We both doing the work of the Lord. We've neglected each other in that process.
Facts.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I think that everything that he has done is I'm going to destroy them. Like, oh, she a hoe, I'm going to get her. Like I've oh, this can be easy. Let me go get this. Like we're not. I don't think every occasion is that. I think it was just caught up in those moments, and you got to be careful. So
that part.
I think that for change for him. Could be that there could not be, but there's no set factor to determine. Oh, I'm changing now. We just got to see evidence. Give us a good 10 years of no conflicts.
No, for sure.
It'll just be old rehearsed situations that they bring up to keep you down. Like why 10 years? Like you about to pass? No, this is 2020. Let's go the rest of your life. Let's just be better. But listen, it's going down this morning. Church news.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, but I'm about to get into a conversation that if you're listening on the app, sorry, you're watching online. I'm gonna let you privy to it, but I'm not dropping no names. You keep it clean right here on Fire 716, Big Frank. What I want y'all to do is praise him in advance. Let's go.
Not praise him in advance.
So, Mary, I assume, pastoring, I assume,
You gotta show me.
children, I assume. Children and more. And I think he was pastoring after wine. Too much information. He was
Right.
He was pastoring. Wow.
Too much information. Okay. I don't know,
I know
but
he
I've
got
seen
kids.
them.
I know that he has descendants from his loins.
Got you.
Descendants
from his loins. Yo.
And yeah, that lady. He was talking to that lady.
Oh yeah, definitely pastor.
I do my reason. Let me get into my discovery bag. Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do better, man. I just do better. You,
Can we turn the mic off?
you get your mic. You can get your mic off. Huh?
Hey, Keita, just joined.
Keita!
Sorry, handling some
Keita!
handling some family affairs.
Right. Pardon my gang chili on my belly out here, but you might want to think yesterday. It was real good.
Just handling family affairs, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't read long messages, but yeah, no,
like it's the how dare you factor.
I'm not giving. I'm not giving
Go
you
ahead,
the.
we thinking
You better speak.
we'll deal with that after
Yo,
the
that's
broadcast.
yeah,
But so that's my thing,
that's crazy.
especially because you know my position.
Right. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, well, people that really ain't got no like no weight tend to try to throw their weight around. So
yeah, this the yeah, you know.
yeah, it's okay. He'll have his time.
because like I said in the car, caught me on the right day
Yeah.
because I just got out the presence of God.
right.
And
Yeah,
God-
I spared you. son.
God does all things well. Because if
No.
I had have just been laying around watching Netflix that day,
He's lackluster.
like
Like no.
if you had caught me just watching Netflix that day,
You might have caught it.
you would have got all the smoke, all of it, and I would have called my leader and told her exactly what I said. Like, so I just went in on somebody. This is exactly what I said. I apologize now if you get a phone call.
Don't
Like,
apologize.
no, I'm saying like
Oh, right.
if they
Had
had
it-
caught
had it.
me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
on a regular day watching Netflix all day,
That's just
you would have got all this smoke.
No,
Like, I promise you, like to the place I would have pulled up.
that's
pardon my
crazy.
lean back, y'all. I'm real relaxed.
Listen, kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Roll a
Look, I got bored in head. It's just the head. Just, hey,
That boy got small.
Is that a midget? Y'all got a midget working the board?
He got small. Look at him. We got hot topics coming up next.
yes.
So yeah, this is why in the Bible it talks about your sin will find you out.
Oh,
Stop doing stuff.
wow.
It's going to be found out. Like, and you are held at a higher level with the Lord because of the position that you hold. And we have to stop as a people.
That's
We just
crazy. He's somebody pastor.
we just gotta stop.
Can't stop the shining.
Can't stop the shining. That's crazy.
we just gotta stop as a people.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, locked into Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever they may find you across the world. It is currently 22 minutes past the top of the hour. It's 49 degrees over here in Western New York. It's going down, Jason Reed, your boy Kevin on
In the
air.
building.
We rock it out, man. It's good conversation, good content, real life, real situations.
It's a
Situations.
whole lot going
If
on.
you got a preacher in your DM and you don't know what to do, send the
Ooh.
screenshot.
Send the
Screenshots.
screenshots. We will expose
not
them. Yo!
If you have
Do y'all?
a man of God or woman of God in your DM and they are not addressing you properly, you don't know what to do, send the
1-800
screenshot.
exposure.
Facts. Fire716radio@gmail.com. You can do that.
Fire exposure. I'm thinking of it.
fiery exposures.
Flame
we
exposure.
gonna be hated by the church world.
Listen,
it's real.
that
No.
We-
Whatever is under the dark.
shade room for the church.
Shade.
It's church room.
This is a
Prayer
room.
room.
This is. I'm gonna call it the restoration room because when your brother has fallen, restore him. We
restoring by exposure.
yeah, yeah.
Send
That's
the
a fact.
screenshot.
restoration room.
Restoration room.
Restoration room.
That part.
No, I get into a hot topic. Good morning.
Promise you, it's Monday, but it's messy. So the first hot topic goes that they're sending out prayers to Ray J after he posted a suicidal post on the internet, and it said basically, if it wasn't for my kids, I would jump off and die tonight. So y'all already know they put Ray J on suicidal watch because of that. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
I just
I
It's-
don't want to seem insensitive.
the yeah.
you can't put everything on the internet. sir.
No, right,
You can't.
right.
But at the same time, when you do, you have to. I question it because what is your motive?
Yeah,
Like, is it a cry out for help, or is it a seek for attention?
my God.
Um,
Yeah, I'm praying for it because
But
like
definitely, praying
yeah.
for him. But like,
life is hard, but you just can't. You have to use wisdom prior to posting, but then get help. Like you are financially feasible for help.
'cause
Like
you can,
Yeah.
you have
Facts.
access. It's not like you impoverished and poverty can't afford it. Medicaid don't cover
But
it.
see, then we get that conflict because money doesn't take away from the fact that he's a man 1st. So he may feel that he may not want to feel vulnerable.
Valid,
You get what I'm saying?
valid.
He doesn't know how to
valid.
ask for the help. So
Yep.
that's why I'm like, I don't want to seem insensitive, but you got to
Mhm.
question motives. But at the same time,
Yeah.
think
I
about
mean,
the
it
man.
did obviously put everybody on high alert, including
Yeah.
his sister,
'Cause it's
Um,
random,
because
so
it's just
like-
really random, and it's like you just put out on the internet that you would have basically offed yourself if you didn't have kids. And so a lot of celebrities have reached out to him.
Right. The question is, what's making it so difficult? Was what's like to have kids is one thing and to take care of them, but what's making it so difficult to survive or to want to live? Like, and that's a question that you have to ask because like, what are you trying to do that's causing you so much exhaustion and overwhelming you? Is it financially because it's not running like it was running before? Is it that? Is it trying to please and not being able to? Is it that? Is it the frustration to try to balance business? Like, what is it? And that's a factor you got to identify. That's why you should call Blue Hair Preachers Counseling Service and and have dialogue.
Give me a year.
The Blue Hair Counselor.
There will be a private practice, but give me a year. So everything is legal in New York State, so I don't get sued for malpractice.
But you can do something beforehand.
Huh?
What'd you call it? Advice?
I call it advising.
Oh yeah, advisement.
I will
You can
advise.
Blue Hair Advisement.
Blue Hair Advisement. I can advise you on a
Yo.
situation, but I cannot counsel you legally without getting sued.
I can't legally counsel
Prayers
you,
up for
but
Ray
I
J.
can,
Yeah.
for sure.
Breakable glasses.
Because I just seen something about him. He just came out with some gaming headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones are his thing, which I think are pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had a game in a couple years.
Yeah, and then what's the difference? Like, is it more intense? Is it like?
I think they're more
out the
clear
sound?
because I heard how his headphones,
Ray-Bans?
the Raycon.
Like Ray-Bans is glasses.
Right. Yo, but no, he
no.
Raycon.
Raycon.
But the
Raycon.
joints they crispy. Crispy clear.
What else you got for
we got two with Kanye. So one, Boosie's son burned a pair of Kanye West's shoes, Yeezys, because of some comments that Kanye said about Boosie. You burned them, but you still paid for them. I'm just, at the end of the day,
I got
wasted
mine.
money.
you just burnt money. But
Right.
okay. But also Kanye has been blocked from Instagram for some very anti-Semitic comments he made. Sir, just take a break. Just and I read the comment and he was saying, in paraphrasing, he said something like killing the Jews or something just crazy, just real Kanye-ish. And at this point, if you're trying to drop another album, just drop it. Like, we don't
We don't need the attention.
you don't
Drop
need
it.
it. Like, you've been
Drop
in
it.
the media a whole lot, sir.
Right.
Like, just drop the album.
We want to hear something different.
Yeah. In other news, Madonna apparently came out gay in a TikTok video.
She just did it for the Vine.
She did this video and it said, like, if I missed this shot, I'm gay, and she missed the alleged shot. And so apparently she came out, and this is just coming from, her also having that video where she was kissing that girl.
Yeah, but she didn't kiss that girl like twice already. Like, girl,
We knew you was
out here wondering.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm gonna just say it for the rest of the community. We don't care.
No, valid.
We really don't care. You're 64 years old. You done had your share of penales. We just don't.
I just share the ups and downs.
we just really. You've had your share of penales. We don't care.
Yeah.
And some last final news. A University of Arizona professor was fatally shot in front of the school from a former student. And no, it was a former student though. Like, it wasn't a student that that was currently attending the school. It was from a former student. And then an Alabama man poured boiling water down his 1-year-old baby's throat. And here's the thing. I have questions about this article because, one, the guy just got out on bond for a domestic violence situation.
Yeah.
The mother allowed him to see the child right after he got out with a domestic violence situation. She was like, I'm not going to deny him his rights to his child. And she came home The whole like 19% of the baby's face is burned, having
Mm.
lung issues. The baby is currently fighting for their life right now. And it was just for me, why did you let him see the child knowing that y'all just had a domestic violence situation? Like, if he's that crazy enough to put his hands on you, why wouldn't you think he would do something in retaliation for getting him locked up?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
So it's just unfortunate. Oh, and a man lost a pickup game to a 20-year-old Dallas female, and then went to his car and returned back to the park and shot her
Embarrassment.
5 times, killing her.
Embarrassment.
You were mad because you got beat.
Yeah, and she's probably talking trash too. I'm not saying that she does.
She
Oh, of
was
course.
definitely
Oh,
talking
But
trash.
they said on the court there was trash talking between both
Oh,
people.
definitely. She heard
It
him.
has to be.
Not validating the situation at all. But you know the generation now is you disrespect me, I gotta press you.
I gotta end you.
And that's just what this generation is. They don't want to be disrespected. And if you going back and forth, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, and you hit that disrespect button, blah blah pop 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 pop, like it's crazy. But that's just what it is. I don't play with these young kids. I'm preaching and sleeping. I just can't because like just anything can happen. Like
And
I mean,
unfortunately, this girl
crazy.
I
lost
ain't
her
nobody
life.
punk, but I'm trying to live. No
Right.
fact.
Lost her life over a basketball.
Basketball, a little loving basketball, a little game pickup. She's probably about to leave him. It's probably a relationship.
They probably was.
We about to break this.
They
If
probably
I beat
loving
if I-
basketball.
love him. If I beat you in this game, I'm leaving you. I'm not staying with you. Dang.
So that's all I have in hot topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move back. We get into local news. It's going down. Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning. Coming up, we got Jaheim Aliyah right here on Fire 716. I'm gonna slow down when I talk.
Yo, they said there was the lady at the church that she was like, "Yo, how do you understand what he's saying?" Like it's years.
Good morning.
He already uploaded it.
Yourself, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I hate school.
I don't hate school. It's
Hate it.
just I don't like being an adult learner.
Yes. Okay. That sounds
That's
better.
what it is.
That sounds
I
better.
don't like home school. Give me classroom.
Setting.
Give me
Structure.
experience. Give me the ability to meet new people. Give me cheap hurdles. Give me
That is real. I legit need to be in Florida right now.
See, but I have classes. I have classes once a month, but it's the longest classes ever. So like I got classes Friday, so I'll be
So
doing
we got
work.
weekly class.
Yeah,
We
I'll
got-
do
whoa.
work study and then go to class from 6 to 10. Then Saturday is 9 to 5. Then Sunday is 9 to 4. Like right. So I legit don't hate school. It's
Yeah.
really being an adult learner. Do this stuff while you're young. Just while you young, you got the time, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no life.
Yo.
Go to school while school can be go to. this right here is for the first.
I just like meeting new people too.
Yeah.
I rock out with new people. I rock out.
I'm not a
with,
conversationalist though.
But you know, I talk to everybody. And like, hey, you guys, you know what I mean?
No, for real.
Be out here in East Roy shooting deer and bucks. And
Now that I can do.
But that's only because I talk to these people.
That's a fact.
These Caucasus Mountain tears.
Caucasus.
In class, you know, have a conversation with me out there.
They just be like, oh my god! Like we have a group meet for each class I'm in, which I do appreciate. Like everybody in the group meet. Okay, I got a cool cohort. Love them to death. But I was like, yeah, seriously. Like for me, it's the long process of dealing with people for 8 hours.
Mm.
And you want us to talk for 8 hours. I don't like preaching more than 40 minutes at church. I don't want to talk for 8 hours. I need your input. I need you to read what I wrote in my paper. Like, I just spent 3 hours on this paper for us to talk about it in class.
No, for real.
Read it and then give me something else. But that is grad school. Peer review. Why do I have to peer review and it's already been reviewed by a peer? It's a waste of my time. It's wasting my time. But yeah, so If you are contemplating going to college,
These weeks just ain't long enough.
get it done. Get it done now. When you ain't got no responsibilities but to be a student.
Yeah.
Because adult learning is for the birds. I'll just be honest with you. It's for the birds. God redeems time.
I don't know about the school now. I might go back.
I definitely recommend it. If you're thinking about it, but just make sure you're ready because it's a lot.
It's a commitment. You gotta be ready for it.
I'm ready for
So why don't you just do it for a semester and then be done in a year? You can do it in a year.
as soon as my radio station makes some money.
I got you. Because like, if somebody keeps calling me, "Oh, you gonna be a doctor?" No, I'm gonna be at LMHC, and I'm not going for a doctor. I'm tired of school. I'm tired of school.
You can be honorary.
Get you an honorary doctorate.
That takes lots of money and contribution. Lots of money and contribution. I don't have it at this moment. I was like, I got enough sisters in doctorate programs. I got 2 sisters in doctorate programs. I don't need to be a doctor. I need to just be licensed by the state. That's all. That's all I need. I am not about the bare minimum. In this, I am. Just let me get my licenses in New York State and go about my merry business. That's all I need. I don't need a doctorate. I don't need to be called Dr. Mitchell or Doctor whatever my last name is.
Dr. Blue Hair.
I don't need it. Licensed mental health counselor at your service. I am started. Super hungry. What y'all got going on for the rest of the day? We've been doing a lot of stuff.
My lady.
How are you celebrating your Indigenous Day, even though you're not Indigenous?
Is this really something to celebrate though?
It was being fun.
Because it's like I can be indigenous all by myself.
I can be Indigenous all by myself. Well,
Stretchy. Gotcha.
how do you actively deal with somebody with hot flash?
You tell them.
Give it to me, baby.
Tell them, baby, listen. You're hot. Your breath. Your mood. Disturbing.
Not your mood is disturbing.
Like, how could, like, is it like halitosis? Is this like lack of, is it like food decay? Is it like tooth? Is it like meat? Is it
This
like,
feels like it's internal. Like it's coming out in their breath. Like
their sister, their friend?
they are
cousin?
somebody that is
It's me?
no. Sir, I would have told you.
But yo, your breath smell like
You might want to check that out.
trash.
No, but it's somebody that we may.
Oh, just so precious.
Listen,
Hey, listen. Lately, your breath been a little bit.
something in there.
Because it's not like if it's somebody I was directly connected to, like if we had that kind of
Yeah.
relationship, I'd be like, sis in the Lord. There comes
Listen.
a time that we can't depend on God for everything. Sometimes we
Yeah.
depend on the dentist.
Or
But it's
toothbrush.
it's internal. I feel this kind of smell. I feel like it's internal. What you eat,
Like heart disease,
like what you're eating.
because you know heart disease is a bad breath.
Maybe it could be heart disease.
Oh, that's my heart disease in your spirit.
It smells like boo boo boo. Like these roses don't smell like boo. Like this is boo. It smells like boo. And I don't want to hurt the person's feelings, but like it's just hot. It's hot. If we was in a relationship, I'd be like, yo, let me have one of those conversations. because we are not in relationship. It's just- Like if I had a comfortability relationship with you, like we connected because we serve the same job, but we not connected. Like I see you when I see you, but when I see you, it's always hot.
It's hot now. Hey,
And you just rub me on your toe.
how you doing? Delicious. Hey, honey.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's one of them.
28 seconds.
28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23.
And we're back.
Do you though? Do you belong?
Crazy.
Do you? Because you look like you stand out.
Do you belong?
Fire
to me?
716, your boy, Big Frankie, Locked to Big Frankie in the morning. It's going down this morning. It is currently 20 minutes to the top of the hour. It's going down. Jay Cherie, Kevin
In
on
the
air,
building.
in the room. Getting to local news, man. What's happening out here in this world? No diggity, no doubt.
Failed you as a co-host again.
It'd
Okay.
be like that. It'd be like that.
Right now we have in local news. That's how you know you're procrastinating when you're trying to pull it up. The Buffalo Police Department is investigating an overnight shooting. Officers were called to the 2300 block of Seneca Street at 3:20 a.m. Saturday. A Buffalo man was shot during a dispute. He was taken to ECMC and he is described as stable. If anybody has any information, please snitch.
We do not.
That's what I
condone
have.
Snitching.
As far as local news.
Yeah. That's it? That was there was a 3 days ago there was a murder happened it took place where a man killed his wife.
Yeah.
His wife, it was 3 people. His wife, himself.
And the kids, right?
No, not the kids. The kids were in school. This is a white couple in
Okay. The dog.
Oh, and the dog mauled the toddler and the baby.
No, that's a different story.
Oh,
Different story.
okay.
No, this is I was just reading it this morning. Forgive me guys for not being prepared. But I read this morning and it was just happened 3 days ago, and the last thing was Bergams, and the kids are alive. The kids are in school, but their father shot their mother, and I also want to say he shot their grandmother, I believe, and then shot himself. So just keep the Bergam family. Her name is Mary Beth. So the Clarence community is rallying behind the Bergam children who lost both their parents and grandparents. So a pastor of Eastern Hills Church, Patrick Jones, says that the church is trying to bring the family some hope in the wake of this tragedy. The church now is just coming together. But yeah, it was their mother and their grandmother and then himself that he shot.
That's crazy.
And so the kids are going through a little bit. So keep them covered in prayer. And that's the Bergams. So it's a lot happening. So
But no, what you were saying that there was a dog. In local news, there was a dog that mauled the baby, a toddler, and the one parent is in critical condition for trying to get the dog off of
Oh wow.
the kid. So unfortunately, two babies lost their life to the dog,
Oh,
and yeah. So
in news that if you don't know, the Buffalo Bills have demolished
the Pittsburgh
the
Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And I called this. every Steelers fan, we are realists. And every Steelers fan knew this game was not gonna go well.
38-3.
38-3. Like, that's the thing.
Go Buffalo.
you're smoking, boys.
But I am not a hater.
It's the
I
year for
really
the Super
do
Bowl.
hope, I'm a diehard Steelers fan, black and yellow.
Ooh.
But I really do hope that the Bills make it to the Super Bowl and win the big show one good time. I'm not a hater for
One
that.
time for the one time.
And the only reason why I can say that positively now is because no Buffalo Bills fans came on my page and was acting ridiculous yesterday. So, but we called it. Every Steelers fan knew that.
You know what? It was so great. There was no need to explain.
Well, no, because this is the
you
first
suffered
time.
enough.
This is the first time in 5 years that the Bills have beat the Steelers.
For For real?
Yes.
I thought they beat them before.
No, the last five times the Bills have played the Steelers, they have lost. Even though the Steelers have lost every game after that, they have beat the Bills.
That's
So I
terrible.
mean, I'm not a hater. Congratulations to the Bills. I knew when I walked into church, I asked Keith, I said how much they went and by, and he said Josh Allen just threw a 98-yard touchdown. That's all it is. This is not a good year for my boys, but I still love them. Steelers Nation all day. It is what it is.
You can love a loser. This is fine. You know, I'm not even
Connected to losers.
I'm not even a football head like that. I'm just.
I mean, we could be connected to
I
the
can
league.
watch the game though. I do.
In fact,
You can say I'm a
some
connected to a
pizza and
loser,
wings.
Right.
but we still have Super Bowl rings. So
yeah.
we lost. We still have rings. Multiple rings.
Yeah. So what you was last season, this season is not the same.
Right,
We
'cause
died.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, and yesterday's experience is not today's experience. So those rings
Don't
really
talk to us
matter.
when you have rings.
It's okay.
Multiple rings.
It's cool.
No, but no, seriously, congratulations to the Bills.
Mhm.
I'm not a hater. I'm not.
That's what they say. Then they hate. You know, they be like, you know what?
As they're hating.
As they hate, you know,
Congratulations
No, it's
on
it's
your
good
win.
this morning. Listen, when we get back, we get into our final thoughts. Going down Big Frank in the morning right here on Fire 716. Coming up is Ja Rule. Put it on, man. What would I be without you?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
You called that.
What would I be without you?
Yeah, yeah.
I said, you do a what? 98-yard field. Oh, we're gonna lose this. Because all of our good players, best players are still there, and we're working for the second string.
Hmm.
This is not the season for us.
Our Bills are just great.
They look in Super Bowl.
They've been looking Super Bowlers the last couple years, but it's just the dumb stuff they do. Throw interceptions, fumbles.
It's funny that the camera is directly on top. He showed his mini Bron.
Ah!
He got a mini Bron.
Right. I'm gonna have the longest. I'm getting my Debo on.
You want to get your
Debo, if you know Pastor Debo, remember him?
Ah,
Nothing right here, but the long.
With the ponytail.
that's a fact.
Say less. I will ponytail it out.
Head,
Watch me.
shoulders.
Don't do that. Listen, don't.
Dude, you can just take restorative vitamins
Just-
and stuff.
Y'all keep this is hereditary. This is
Cut it off. That's it.
But that's-
Just ball. Go ball.
I'm saying, bring this shit.
I know she can, but who paid for that? I'm not paying
Right.
for that. I got enough going on. The hair can go. The hair can fade away. Okay, hey, bring it back
Yo.
another day.
When your hair go bald, this gonna get thicker. I guarantee it. Like, wait, huh?
Because my dad is holding on to it with little bit of hair. It's this much hair and it is all bald back here. Come on, that's my halo. No, it's not.
Yo,
But he's not gonna look right bald, so he's conflicted. Because it's like I'm not gonna look right bald, but I don't look right with that little. You can
That
see
little
to the
patch.
scalp. Like it's thin. It's thin, and you can see directly to the scalp at every angle. Like there's just bald, and then
yo, that's
see-through hair.
real. Holding on.
And I was like, sir, like make a
Yo.
decision.
What's like what's the dude from Refuge that had the you know what I'm talking about? He had the joint, but he had the spot in the middle.
He's my cousin-in-law. That was my step cousin. That's my step.
Yo.
Mhm. It's all right. I got a barber that know how to make a thing look like something that it ain't.
That Jing Jing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm jing.
That baby. Hey, baby.
You got to just pay additional funds, but it can go. It can drift. Okay, I have no problem with. Look at I see my future. Okay. Put her in, Bishop. I said, I know where this is going. That's fine. That's fine. I know exactly what it's about to do.
Seeing Bishop, like looking at the old pictures and seeing Bishop Like, it's just that to me. It
No, it's just that when you met, you so accustomed to seeing him a certain kind of way that you couldn't even imagine him being the other way. It was still a low cut. It wasn't like it was like out here Jerry curl juicing.
But yeah,
But yeah, it's like,
looking at the old photos, I'm like, this hair.
what is it? Frank, what happened to you? Got a sleeve? Hair got cut? We'll come back one day in a whole different. Who this guest preacher? Who this guest
Like, who is
preacher?
that? Our
Yo.
chief ruler.
Right.
Chief ruler.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank like the Big Frank in the morning. It's
Chief
going down
ruler
this morning. Listen, we gotta get into
Thug.
our final thought. What you got for the people today? 'Cause-
Chief ruling thug.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. This is sleep deprivation.
No fact.
This
Listen,
this clown is because I'm tired.
it's Indigenous Day,
Yes,
so we in this Indigenous Day.
not indigenizing.
Dungeness crap.
We in the Indigenous Day. Indigenous Day.
Wow. My
Yo.
final thought is just, take God out of the box. Take God out of the box. You don't know where your next blessing is coming from. You don't know where your next source is. Stop putting limitations on God. You are the holdup because you keep putting limitations on how God is going to do the miracle. Just be ready to receive the miracle. Selah.
Hold up. Wait.
Kev, what you got for the people?
It's in my spirit. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood. But if he could chuck wood, we would never know. So the answer is predicated on how much work he's willing to do.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
So if you don't put the work in,
in,
nobody will know
nobody know
what you can do. But
what you can do with you.
Stay out of his business. Just let him chuck the wood.
Woodchucker.
He gonna check it at his own time.
Woodchuck.
Because he may not be in the season of chucking
Chuck,
wood.
chuck,
He may
chuck,
be in a season of preparation to
Okay.
prepare the wood
Oh.
For
for chucking.
Hey, the woodchucker.
Black.
Ooh, it's gone. Fade to black. Well, how much wood could Brother Chuck chuck? Chuck said, I can't chuck that much wood, Chuck Chucker. So I'm gonna call my brother Lumberjack. That's it. And Lumberjack came through with Chuck, and Chuck said, I can't chuck that much Chuck wood, Chuck. Help me, Lumberjack. But Jack was nimble, but Jack was quick. But Jack jumped over the candlestick. But Chuck said, Jack, what you doing? Jumping over the fire. I need you to chuck the wood, Chuck.
What?
Yo, laugh and be happy, man.
Listen,
Enjoy your
it could have made sense if he tied it in at the end.
I didn't know where I was going.
I thought he was gonna go with you need to be operating in your right place. That's where I thought he was going with it. Like,
I feel like preaching now. Yes. Yes. Hey, Jack, get it together. Now, Jack, your problem is you're running with Jill up the hill. Jack! I'm done. Good morning, y'all. Have a good day. It's good. It's Monday. It's Indigenous Day.
be like that guy in the video.
It's going down this morning. Y'all be blessed, man. Never stress, say less. It's going down Big Frank in the morning. I'll let y'all.
Yo.
Oh Jesus.